I fear nobody's ever taught you how to put on your foundation. Because if you're still doing this, or this, somebody's gonna have to check you. Before I even teach you how to use a foundation brush, you have to learn about the different kinds of foundation brushes. There's flat foundation brushes. These are great for painting on your foundation. It doesn't soak up any of the product because the bristles are so thin, but it gives you a really thin layer of product that still gives you high coverage. There's duo fiber brushes. Duo fiber brushes always have two different lengths of bristles. That's why the top half of the brush is white and the bottom half is darker. The lighter bristles on the top are a lot thinner, so when you pick up the foundation, a lot of the foundation sits right in the middle because the dense fibers on the bottom don't let it seep through. These types of brushes are great if you're looking for a more lightweight finish because it soaks up a lot of the product. I mean, it doesn't even look like I'm wearing foundation, but if that's the look you're going for, this is what you want to use. And then there's dense foundation brushes. These types of brushes are great if you're looking for a higher coverage because it's not going to soak up any of the product because the bristles are so dense. Personally, I think these types of brushes give you the best looking finish. And I already know what you're thinking. Kevin, what about a beauty blender? Hold up, I'm getting there. Now that you know what foundation brush to use, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, if I see one more person directly pump their foundation onto their brush, I'm gonna lose it. This is the easiest way to get cakey foundation. Instead, pump the foundation onto the back of your hand or a palette. Normally when I do makeup, I always start off by applying the foundation with a flat brush first, and then going in with a dense brush to blend it out. But realistically, I already know most of you hoes don't have a flat brush, so I'm gonna save that for another video. Let's keep it simple today. I'm gonna take my foundation brush. This is the MAC 170S brush. This is the best foundation brush of all time. I've had this one for like 4 years now, and it's incredible. And I'm gonna start to fully saturate the brush with the foundation. I'm not picking up all the foundation, but I am coating the entire brush with the product. You really wanna make sure you're pressing the product into the brush. This is what an evenly coated foundation brush looks like. There's no lumps and clumps of product. And this is what an unevenly coated brush looks like. You can see how there's some areas on the brush that are clumping together. That's what you wanna avoid. Now that your brush is evenly coated with product, instead of buffing the foundation brush into your skin like you were taught years ago, which really just makes your skin look cakey and textured, you wanna press the brush into the skin. Up and down motions, kind of like the same movement you would do when using a beauty blender. You wanna avoid any dragging of the brush on your skin because that's gonna ruin the finish. This is gonna actually press the product into your skin so it conceals your texture and literally makes your skin look airbrushed. Now don't worry, I didn't forget about her. I will never use a beauty blender to apply my foundation, but once I finished applying my foundation with my brush, I'll switch to a clean damp beauty blender. It has to be clean and it has to be damp. I don't wanna hear about I use a dry beauty blender, please. Just make sure it's not soaking wet. If you squeeze it and there's still water coming out, it's way too wet and it's just gonna lift the foundation straight off your skin. I'll take the sponge and I'll lightly press over my entire face. This is gonna smooth out any lines and pick up any excess product that doesn't need to be there. Excess product equals cakey makeup. And even up close in 4K, my skin still looks flawless. Girl, I promise, once you start applying your foundation like this, you're never gonna apply it any other way. I'm telling you, just try it out and tell me I didn't tell you so. You're welcome.